All right, I'm here with Andrew Whiddett, and we're at IdentityMine. We're going to take a look at the new wine guide. So tell me a little bit about this. What's the idea behind this?
Okay, the idea about the wine guide application was to create a social environment where people could learn more about wine as part of a whole tasting experience, which from our perspective is perfect for Surface because you've got objects and you've got many people that are actually sort of sharing the experience. And it's a sort of a great way to take away some of the fear of actually exploring more about the wine, rating the wine, understanding more about the wine. So we created this application and it's sort of been used by thousands of people out there in terms of understanding wine and taking them through the whole process. So the whole idea is there is somebody who is running the tasting, and I'm the person that's going to be running the tasting, so I put down my special super admin card, and it allows me to manage the whole tasting experience for everyone around the table. So in this case, I start the experience, and if you want to join as a guest...
Okay, I just put my coaster out?
Absolutely. Now that's your coaster, and at the moment, it just did an introduction, and I've just put another coaster out there for people, so you can see that you've got many people. Now, in this particular case, the administrator, the person that's actually running the tasting, can guide you through by either putting a bottle of wine down or you can actually choose which wine you actually want to taste. So you can see I've got a bunch of different wines in this particular case. Let's select that one. And obviously the wine appears, you taste it, but you can find out much more information about it. So for example, you can pull out information to do with the sort of the winemaker and sort of look through it, pull out information as regards things like the region, and sort of actually explore. But at the end of the day, it's all about the ratings, how much you like wine, the particular wine. So in this case, you can sort of say how much you like the wine, you can actually put in sort of what you actually sort of taste within the wine. Actually, it doesn't have yeast. So you actually can sort of get a pretty detailed series of information from the consumer as regards what they like and what they don't like as regards the wine.
So as the consumer, if there's a wine that I really like, do I leave with some way of knowing what my ratings were and what wines I liked?
Yeah, absolutely. And even to the point where you can see what everyone rated as regards to wine. And you can sort of say, actually, I want to take this wine and I want to taste this particular one. Yeah, so you can sort of drag the different wines to it and find out more about it and all that sort of thing. Let's clear that out of the way. So you've got quite a sort of a deep experience. Now, this time all the information is actually connected to the actual bottle itself.
Great.
So I can sort of explore the wine. And the difference is this is completely guided, so I switch everyone to rating, so they're all tasting one particular wine.
Tell us a little bit about this one.
Okay. This one is actually real fun. It is actually a 3D modeling tool that allows you to interact with the model, pull apart, rotate, explore, and it's really designed for engineers or a situation like a car a showroom or something like that, where you actually want to explore a detailed 3D model. So in this particular case, we'll open up a model, and let's just start with a nice simple model here. So I can interact with the model, I can sort of rotate it around. So by putting two fingers down specifies where I want to rotate the model through.
Okay.
And then this finger basically allows you to interact with the axis. And I can even take my finger off, so you get the idea. And I can sort of pinch it, rotate it. If I want to, I can sort of swap between the different views.
Yeah, I get a little ISO view.
The whole 9 yards. And I can actually move the object. This one doesn't have multiples. I can do all sorts of other things, like I can turn the shading on and off and all that sort of detail, go through the perspective views, and sort of even actually sort of like play through those animations that I sort of saved.
Very cool. So is this the type of thing that you would use to demo a 3D model, or is this for someone who's actually going to create things on it?
This is really for demoing. This is, if you like, a way of exploring the model for engineering perspective of understanding what's wrong, or in the case of a car showroom, to actually explore the features within it.
Yeah, or if you had a bunch of people together, it's like the PowerPoint for 3D models.
Exactly, exactly. So I can even take and open up a more complicated model. This is a much more complicated model here, and I can sort of interact with it, and I can even pull a model apart if I wanted to.
Very cool.
So see, it's kind of fun.
Is this something that you have primarily for Surface, or will it work with Windows 7 as well?
This will actually work with Windows 7 as well. It's actually interesting on Surface because it also has object recognition.
Mm-hmm.
So for example, you can tag an object, and when you put it down on the surface, it loads that particular model. And as you change the angles on the model itself, it will change the representation for you and things like that.
Great.
So it actually makes use of the object recognition where it is available.
And you've created your own gesture engine here too.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. One of the challenges, and it's actually easier to show on the big screen over there as regards to an application. This actually is our event photo application, and this is running on Windows 7. So if I just get it out of its automatic play mode. Okay, if I touch and release, what I'm after doing is selecting a photo. But if I actually sort of pan it, I'm talking about actually panning it. Whereas if I actually touch on it and put two fingers, is what I want to do is explore and pinch the model. And you notice that that was all from exactly the same point.
Yeah.
So it was working out what the user's intent was. And in terms of actually the program itself, that actually is about 10 lines of code to make all of that magic happen. So there's a series of rules based around velocity, angles, intent, hesitancy, what other things are going on. So you create a cooperative environment which just abstracts all of the decision-making process. And you've got a lot of things where you can tweak those and work out how you actually want it to work.
Your gesture engine makes it much faster for you to develop with.
Oh, absolutely.
So it gives you a better turnaround.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And is this something you've just developed in-house, or is this something you're going to make available to other developers as an API?
We actually license the API, and we use it on a lot of our projects. So I can have this same application running on the Surface, and in the particular case of the 3D engineering tool, actually the opposite way around, where you can have that running on Windows 7 as well, from the same code base with no changes.